People of the Conspiracy Nation, welcome. Today's theory, Santa and the Illuminati. Whilst each of us has our own version of Christmas, there are several elements that we all share in common when it comes to the festive season. Decorating Christmas trees, sharing of gifts, turkey dinners, and, as is the subject of this video, Santa Claus. Whilst it is generally accepted that Father Christmas is a jolly, bearded man wearing a red suit, delivering presents around the world in a single night, in a representation of universal giving, there is a theory that his existence has a far less positive origin story than you might first imagine. That theory being that in the 1860s, the Illuminati, yes, that secretive, shadowy, devil-worshipping organisation, invented Father Christmas. But before we explore this theory, we need to take a brief look at the Illuminati themselves to gain an understanding as to their motives behind creating the modern-day embodiment of Christmas. In the 1770s, the Illuminati was formed due to its founding members believing Christianity to be an irrational faith. Therefore, they sought to start their own religion based on reason and illumination that saw them adopt teachings and practices from the occult. And, due to the secretive nature of the group, members are required to be wealthy, powerful, and/or intellectual. The reason being that members needed to have something to lose themselves should they ever turn on the society of satanic worshippers. Now, with those points in mind, let's talk about why the Illuminati invented Father Christmas. The answer is twofold. Firstly, since the formation of the Illuminati, they've wanted to push people away from Christianity by reducing or ultimately removing their faith in God, which then reduces Christianity's opposing influence over society and makes people easier prey for the devil himself. And so, what easier way to lead people into the mouth of hell than with a cerebral attack on the masses, which the Illuminati achieved with the creation, or more likely the hijacking, of the character of Father Christmas, whom the cult then twisted and moulded to be very similar to the devil, with the two of them having some very similar characteristics. While Santa is a clear anagram of Satan, the two of them also share one of their many given names, that name being Nick. Old Nick is another name for Lucifer, and Old Saint Nick is another name for Santa Claus. They also both have an association with fire, Father Christmas with his connection to chimneys, and Satan with a more on-the-nose connection to the fires that engulf hell. And then we have the colour red. Satan is depicted as having red skin, while Santa is often seen wearing a red suit. It is also worth noting here that whilst it is widely believed that Coca-Cola invented Santa's red suit, that isn't in fact entirely true. The jolly man was depicted as wearing a variety of suit colours long before Coca-Cola was invented, with red being one of them. But the fizzy drinks company simply popularised the red suit that we know and love today. Whilst the obvious reason that Coca-Cola gave Santa a red suit is because it matches their own company colours, some believe that Coca-Cola in fact chose the colour red because it is a direct nod to their links to the Illuminati and devil worshipping. Now comes the question of how the Illuminati so successfully made Old Saint Nick the poster child of Christmas. Well, that part was simple. They targeted society's most easily corrupted and influenced members, children. Because, naturally, children are far less interested in learning than they are in receiving gifts. It wouldn't have taken the Illuminati long to make them forget the true meaning of Christmas, along with eliminating the collective belief in God as generation after generation leaned further and further away from the religious teachings of the season, until we were left with what we now know to be the modern day version of Christmas, the exchanging of gifts with the people that you love. And so from that we ask, why would this be a bad thing, and how would the Illuminati benefit? Well, that brings me to the second fold of this conspiracy theory. Money, greed and power hidden beneath a veil of giving. As stated earlier, to be a member of the Illuminati, a person needs to be powerful and wealthy. Who more powerful and wealthy than global corporations? Many of whom, like Coca-Cola, are thought to be fronts for the Illuminati, using their power and influence to brainwash the masses into associating Christmas with spending money in order to please not only our children, but everyone else around us. The more we spend on gifts we can't afford to buy, food we won't eat, and decorations we don't need, the less money we have to spend on things such as bills and running our homes, which in simple terms keeps the general public in debt, the poor poor, and the super elite filthy rich. With this unnecessary mass spending lubricating the wheels of power that pushes the Illuminati closer towards their goal of establishing a new world order. By puppeteering the masses through the fear of displeasing the ones they love, the abandonment of faith of any kind, and becoming subliminally controlled by corporate greed, with Father Christmas becoming a visual representation of all of this. So, in conclusion, the Illuminati's creation or stealing of Father Christmas as a concept aids them in keeping a death grip on society's economics, and also helps them to remove the faith in God and Christianity in order to lead people straight into the fires of hell, where they can sit on Satan's knee and beg for mercy.